Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here bringing you another video. And in this video, I would like to talk about how I liked the film Sound of Freedom. But what I don't like is the politicizing of a very important humanitarian issue. Sound of Freedom is a faith-based movie produced by Mel Gibson, starring Jim Caviezel. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And it's around Operation Underground Railroad, which is a way to save children from human trafficking. I think the movie had a lot of compassion, had a lot of intensity, and I'm grateful for the raising of awareness as well as the raising of money that is around a human rights issue that's happening in our time. Human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar, if not trillion-dollar industry that crosses the United States border and also is domestic. What I don't appreciate is the fact that it seems as if right-wing pundits are kind of swinging their sword of self-righteousness, saying how this movie was buried by the woke establishment and how this is going to blow the lid off the political elites and the billionaires who are human trafficking young women, not realizing that human trafficking is happening right under our nose in our own neighborhoods. Are we forgetting about the issues of the young girls who were rescued from that Atlanta motel, ranging in ages from 15 to age 4 because they fell through the cracks of the foster care system? Do we have the same type of indignation for the 14-year-old girl who was just rescued from the barracks of Camp Pendleton? Do we have the same exact righteous indignation for the 51% of human trafficking victims that are Black women that are coming out of Chicago? What about that young woman in Arlington, Texas, who was kidnapped from a baseball game she was attending with her father and then found through a sting operation in Oklahoma? Do we have that exact same indignation for the human trafficking that's happening right in our backyards? I also really hate the fact that they're acting as if that the left-wing Democrats don't care about this issue. We have to remember that it was the Breakfast Club that first talked about the story and human trafficking when it came to Centoya Brown, when it came to Tony Rivera and Johnny Blaze. And we also have to remember that it was right here on Black YouTube when we called out the hypocrisy of the Black manosphere when it came to Jason Pope Rogers and how he was trafficking young girls out of his nightclub. The reality is human trafficking can happen around 24-hour grocery stores, around abandoned commercial spaces, around airports, and a lot of places where, especially military bases, right, where there's a lot of transitional living, cheap Airbnbs, and even these passport bros who are engaging on this in the economy, even if they're engaging with adult women, they are still very complicit in financing a very dark and nefarious industry. Raising awareness around the human rights issues surrounding human trafficking is the right thing to do. But understand that it's the right thing to do for those young girls who are being trafficked out of Walmarts, abandoned buildings, and also for the young women being trafficked out of the inner city. This is Mocha Mommy, and I'll see you in the next video.